Hello, and welcome back to the Slightly Biased Podcast, the only podcast officially petitioning the Olympic Committee to add pacifier throwing as an event so I can become an even prouder dad to my 8-month-old. I'm Vinny.
I'm Grayson.
Grayson, how are you on this gorgeous spring Saturday?
It is a Saturday in spring, and it is gorgeous. I'm here with my my electrolytes and my coffee, and I'm ready to do the pod.
You know what today is a great day for?
The sun and the grass.
Open your windows to your house. Let it breathe. Let the air in after the long winter. Get that stench out of your house.
Oh yeah, you gotta clean the stench. Air that
Get
sucker.
the farts out of the house. Air it out.
Waft those farts out of your house. You gotta clean your house, and that's the air in your house.
I purchased, because my basement kind of has like that musty smell. It's been driving me crazy. I'm trying to like clean my basement up, make it like a little more comfortable to be in. So I bought those charcoal bags.
They're like deodorizers.
Yeah, I have bought like 20 of them, and I scattered them throughout my basement.
Are we talking like a little like hang from your rear view, or are we talking like a bag of charcoal?
It is a bag of charcoal. I bought a bunch of these things.
Oh, okay.
You want to know why?
That's reasonable.
You want to know why?
I'm guessing mildew.
Our AI overlord told me to. So
Your
I just said,
AI.
I'm not going to question my AI overlord.
If
He said,
they
do that,
They do know best.
and it will help the smell. And then I
Okay.
also purchased.
I like candles personally. What does AI say about candles? Are they
I
bad
didn't
now?
ask. It
Oh.
didn't bring up candles.
All right.
I got the
I'm a fan.
dehumidifier going. I might buy a second one. I bought a smart plug.
For the
and then
dehumidifier?
No, for a fan. So I have a fan
Okay.
run. Like every 10 minutes on the hour it runs. It just circulates the air down here.
Ah, okay.
And it's gonna be
Yeah.
a much better summer. The humidity was really bad down here last summer. So
We
the
do
listeners
have
at home.
we do have our dehumidifier plugged in, turned on. I probably should have shut it off before starting the pod, but it's on that automatic sensor that stops itself at like 35 or 30%.
Might be a boring segue here, but do you use the included pump or you empty in that bucket?
It's got a bucket,
Yeah, same
So-
here.
just bucketed it.
I would love to have mine go into like a sump pump or to my HVAC unit, but my layout of my basement doesn't really agree with where it would go. So I'm
Yeah.
dumping it, taking dumps every day.
I haven't needed to dump it out yet, but maybe I probably should. This doesn't get that humid down here. I think we got enough ventilation.
That's true. You have the garage, right?
Yeah, we got the
Yeah.
walkout garage right into the
You got
driveway.
is a house a split or a raised ranch?
It's a split.
Okay,
it's
colonial.
a-
So
But it's split, but only, I guess if you think of it this way, it's only split in the back. There's a staircase up to the front door, and that's at about a half level up. But if you go down again, like the stairs up are the same as the stairs down into the basement, because the basement is at ground level in the front. And then it's only like 4 feet underground in the back of the house. So it's really like mostly a 3-story building.
gotcha. That's great. That's great.
It's good stuff. Good stuff. I like the little hobbit door in the back of the house where we have a bulkhead, but it's not a bulkhead. It's just like a half height door. It's a
So
little hobbit
cute.
door. It's cute. Yeah, hobbits. They're trending. They're in. Rings of Power or whatever. Is that show on?
Yeah, season 3. I mean, Amazon's committed to it. They got to do it. They got to finish it.
Good old Jeff Bezos.
Their Citadel show bombed.
Sending women to space. Oh man.
Against that, I got one follow up from last episode.
Yeah.
One. So I've been watching those body cam footages. #
Oh.
back to blue.
Are you still in the rabbit hole? We need the
Yeah, of
rabbit hole
course.
update.
Yeah, I'm not getting out of that hole. I'm deep in the
God
hole.
damn.
And
Okay.
now I have my daughter watch them too.
Well, at least
To just, I want her to understand there's consequences to your actions.
I hope that doesn't sink in too subconsciously. The violence.
Honestly, when she watches it though, she's speechless.
works.
8 months old, speechless. It's working.
Listen, you heard it here first, folks. Body cam videos as good as Winnie the Pooh.
I would say better
Better than Winnie the Pooh.
because there's actual lessons, life lessons included in those. If you drink and drive and get arrested, you're going to jail. No matter how much you
Gotta teach her young.
And no matter how people, it's yeah, whatever. That's
Get
my
her-
one follow up
Get
from
her
the last
started young.
episode.
So you're still watching them. That's it. And she likes them. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
loves him, loves him.
It's like how do you think when there's a dog on the screen in the movie, do you think your dog knows that it's a dog, or like if there's a cat watching the TV and a cat goes onto the TV, you're like, whoa, it's one of me.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. I think they do. I think they know.
Speaking of more baby talk. Shocker, guys. More baby talk. More.
Stop the
It's
presses.
an interesting phenomenon with baby toys that sing songs that I don't know why, but every once in a while there's like a new song comes out of this toy like it's possessed. You could have this toy for months,
A different
listen
one?
to this music, and then the song is different. I don't know why. We have this one little lion that goes in the high chair, and it was singing the same song forever, and then all of a sudden one day it was a different tune.
That's actually horrifying.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like different commands to these toys to name do different songs. But it's like I'm just looking at it as an adult pushing these buttons and it's the same song. But then Leo the Lion starts saying some other shit.
Oh, that's so cursed. It's
Like that doll.
It's like yeah. What was the recent one with the doll? The monkey?
I watched the monkey. I didn't like the monkey.
I saw it on your letterbox.
1.5 stars.
You didn't like
folks.
it.
1.5 stars. The guy who made Long Legs made the monkey. I
Why
liked
didn't you
Long
like it?
Legs. But the monkey was just like, it was too over the top with humor and
Oh, it tried to be too many different genres,
too many
right?
voiceovers. The first 25 minutes take place in the past, and then it's only an hour and a half long. So it's like you only get like an hour with the main character in the present, and it's just like this bumbling guy. No, not for me. Not for me. They didn't have good kills, all digital shit. No, thank you.
Yeah. I think I would like it then.
And you should watch it.
I think
Go
I like
watch it.
movies that you dislike.
Oh, so cool. Yeah, jeez. You're saying I have bad taste?
No.
First off, how dare you?
Yeah, you have bad taste.
Wow.
It's bad taste for me. Well, the thing about taste is everyone's is different, isn't it?
Doesn't mean they're right.
I think it does. I think everybody's right for their own palate. You got your own for any movie. There is someone out there whose favorite movie it is.
Let me see.
Ain't
I'm
that
going to my
just
diary. I'm going to my diary. Everyone
ain't
relax.
that just the way? I watched a movie last night. I watched The Birdcage
Oh,
with-
Robert Williams, Nathan Lane.
with
Yeah.
with Gene
Gene
Hackman.
Hackman.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Mr. Mummy himself. Oh, sorry. That was too low.
Whoa, Mr. Mummy. Yikes.
I like the Birdcage. I think it's good.
This is a good movie. Robin Williams and
Is that Mike Nichols directed the Birdcage?
yes, it is Mike Nichols and Nathan Lane and Robin Williams are amazing in it.
Yeah, great chemistry.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The folks at home.
Yeah.
It's about a gay couple living in, is it Miami?
Yeah. No.
Miami Beach? Florida? Is it Florida?
Yeah,
It's Florida.
It's Miami-ish part of Florida.
Yeah, and their son is getting married to a girl who's the daughter of a senator, I want to say. Senator?
Mike Keeley, yeah, Republican
Yeah.
senator of Ohio.
Yeah, Republicans. Big fans of the gays, right?
And they own a gay drag club in Miami.
Yep. So Nathan
They-
Lane has dressed up as a woman to pretend to be the kid's mother.
Yeah.
Because Gene Hackman's not going to like having, I guess,
Spoilers.
a son-in-law with gay parents.
Uh-oh.
But
they
shenanigans ensue.
really capture the essence of a like a Republican scandal early on in the movie. The senator played by Gene Hackman, his like co-founder of the Center for Moral Authority, which is some fictional but
Sounds relevant? Sounds
believably
topical?
Republican organization. The senator's co-founder is found dead with an underage black sex worker. And that's it just feels like a very Republican scandal for back then and probably also now.
It's perfect.
Things haven't changed much.
I want to sort my highest rated horror movies on Letterboxd so I can see.
Is that what you're doing in the background?
Yeah, I'm clicking away here if you can't tell.
Clicky clacking. I'm buying us
Some
time.
of these aren't horror movies though. Let's say whatever. I have
Every
good
movie is
taste.
a horror movie.
I have good
If
taste. I
it
have good
scared
taste.
you, I think you do have good taste. I didn't say you didn't have good taste. Is that what you heard
Follow
me
me on
say?
Letterboxd. V8B8, please.
Did you hear me say that I think you have bad taste?
Well, that's why I took it. Congratulations.
I didn't. Well, what I
Congratulations
said
for making
was
me
I
feel
think
something today.
You're welcome. You know, variety is the spice of life. I think that there are movies that you don't appreciate for the same reason that I do appreciate them. That's what I really meant.
Cartoons?
Yeah. The really beautifully hand animated Miyazaki movies, for example.
Studio Ghibli? Ghibli? How do you say that?
Yeah, Studio Ghibli. We recently rewatched Nausicaa. No, sorry, Princess Mononoke. Princess Mononoke, great movie, beautiful movie, very timely as well, or relevant again. We're destroying the planet, kind of thing.
That would never happen.
It would never. We would never destroy the planet.
No. Let's see.
Well, we did find that big deposit of lithium in, what was it, California, or under a national park in Nevada or something.
I thought it was under a lake or something.
It was under some lake in the west coast. So yeah, and it's like rough because I think lithium salts, I think you have to like strip mine just the whole thing away to get to them.
It looks like Nevada, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's great.
so if it's in like a national park, it's going to turn into a massive open air pit mine. Unless I don't know, maybe they can dig for them with a traditional mine, but I don't know if we do that anymore.
Let me ask you a question. This is a serious question.
Hit me up.
I need you to focus your brain, think deep, go back. When you were younger, did you ever have a lemonade stand?
Did I ever? No, I've never done something like that. I was a Boy Scout though, so I did sell chocolate bars.
I don't care. But what about the popcorn?
We did, yeah. We sold popcorn, and we had
popcorn, folks. Right?
Oh yeah, it was like candy. It was big, like calling it popcorn is misleading. It was like covered in caramel drizzle, sugar, chocolate drizzle.
Yeah.
It was caramel. It was like kettle corn basically.
I got some bad news for you though. Can't top those cookies the Girl Scouts have. Sorry.
We didn't really
They got a
try
monopoly on
to.
that shit.
The candy bars were pretty good though, or the chocolate bars. We sold varieties of different chocolate bars that had some of them had caramel filling. It was a nice soft caramel. Some of them had peanut butter filling. So your discount Reese's. Those were the best sellers.
The reason I'm asking is lemonade stands. Kids have them. They want to make money. Whatever.
Yeah.
Teach them about capitalism. I don't know. I'm walking my daughter, and we don't live on a main road. We live off main road, and it was Monday at like 4:00, and I looked down the road. These kids having a lemonade stand.
Did you buy some lemonade?
Hell no. Anyways,
They need to pull themselves up by their bootstraps, and you gotta help them.
Who the hell is encouraging these kids to have a goddamn lemonade stand on a Monday at 4:00 during like the commute home? Who is gonna stop for lemonade on Monday? Got shit to go, places to be. That is Saturday business.
I would do it. I would stop for that kid's lemonade stand. I support the
No,
troops.
you wouldn't. No, you would not. You would
I
not
do it.
stop on your way home from work after a busy day to get watered down lemonade. Overpriced.
I probably wouldn't.
And the
to
worst
be
part is,
honest.
this is the
I would just
second
keep
time they've done
driving.
this. The second time they've done this.
You know what?
What are
Maybe
their
they're
parents
just-
doing?
Maybe they're
What are
just
they letting
doing
do?
it. Maybe they're just doing it for fun, Vinny. Not many people listen to us, but we're still doing
And
this.
also, it's 2025. Lemonade stands are out. It's all about TikTok now and clicks. That's how you
What
make
it's
the real
really
money.
about- We have one down the street that is often, like once a month, they pop it up at least. Is a baked goods tent or a little.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
They got
I don't like
baked
it.
goods. It's like a
I don't
it's like a bake
trust.
sale.
I want to see their license to bake.
License to bake. I mean,
I want to make sure
they're.
I want to see the health code. I want the double A or whatever in the window. I want to see it.
A+ on their health.
Can I inspect your baking environment,
inspection.
please? Can I come inside and check it out?
Been cleaning this oven? I need to know if you've cleaned this oven.
I want to see your health code. Yeah, we lost the audio. I don't know where we were, but we're back. Baked goods. Baked goods down the street.
I'm like more likely to want to stop for a baked good than I am for lemonade. Like I don't need lemonade.
Who wants
Drink
to buy
water.
overpriced lemonade.
But like, if you got some cookies, you get some good brownies, I'm way more likely to stop and buy some of those.
Nope. I don't buy. I have an issue with buying food from people off the street. I can't.
I
Just can't.
that didn't. There was this one time I was driving back from either Maine or New Hampshire, and I stopped at this rest stop, um, on whatever that main highway is, like 93 or 95 or whatever. I stopped at a rest stop, and there was like this Lions Club or like Rotary Club little, or it was like a church group or something. And it was like these three old ladies, and they were selling chili and hot dogs, with like a little crock pot to keep the chili warm, for,
Nope.
I don't,
No.
truckers or something. And it was delicious. I bought some. I bought a hot dog and I bought some chili.
Sounds like
Bought a
money
chili
laundering.
dog.
Money laundering. Tell the drug dealers. That's all I'm hearing from you right now.
Those
Drug dealers.
those adorable old ladies were drug dealers.
Yeah. They're, well, maybe they're just like corner kids. Is that what they call? I don't know what the terminology is for people who like peddle the drugs for the drug dealers.
They better call Saul. Get better
You need
laundering.
a criminal lawyer.
Yeah, you need a criminal lawyer. Yeah. Watching Breaking Bad, we just finished season 2. It's my first time watching it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm
Well,
serious.
spoiler. I'm gonna give you all the spoilers right now of what happens.
No, don't
Grayson,
spoil
they were
it.
dead the whole time.
We need to cook. Jesse, I
Jesse,
need to.
Jesse.
I need to cook.
Then you gotta watch Better Call Saul. Then you gotta
Yeah.
watch El Camino.
I also am going back and rewatching Westworld.
Why? Why would you go back and watch Westworld?
I liked season 1, and
It's a waste of time. What a waste of
that?
time.
what's that? Like cyberpunk future one about the sheep and the religious cult, and they're all robots or something. What's that one?
Sheep.
No,
Religious
there's no
cult.
sheep. It's like a cyber religious cult. There's one that Sam was really into.
Oh?
A show. Yes,
The mayor of
yes.
Worcester?
Mayor of Worcester.
Oh, was it Raised by Wolves?
It was Raised by Wolves, not sheep. Yeah, Raised by
I
Wolves.
watched Raised by Wolves. And they
do you think
fucking
that's-
canceled it.
Do you think it's better than Westworld?
I wouldn't say it's. I think Westworld's probably a more well done.
Okay, that's
the
what I
problem
thought.
The problem with Westworld is the first season is pretty great, and then the showrunners, Christopher Nolan's brother, I forget what his name is.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Oh.
he was a showrunner. He's also doing. I think he does Follow now, and
Cool. Well,
he was-
he's doing good.
they were upset that Reddit and the internet sleuths figured out like the mystery of the first season
Oh
before
yeah,
it finished airing.
it's
So they were,
it's really not hard to figure out in hindsight, but you
then
would have to be a sleuth to.
they went into season 2 with that mindset that we have to outsmart the audience to make them more compelled to watch, and then
just
that's
seems
why
hostile.
season 2 is such a mess with these multiple timelines going on. Like, no, just tell us like a good story.
It's too confusing.
And if internet figures it out, so be it. But like, you don't have to like change how you write the story to like get one up on the internet.
Yeah, so there's a good way to do that, and there's like a hostile way to do that. That seems like the hostile way you made your thing more confusing. An example of this being done well would be like what Wes Craven did for, I think, Scream 3, where the plot, there's a plot twist in like every Scream movie, and the plot, or like I think it's basically just who the killer is, right? And so someone online, there was too much fan theory or reporting or scoops or whatever about who the killer was in Scream 3, but as it was being produced. And Wes Craven like got annoyed that I think a script leaked or something, and he like paused production and completely rewrote the whole movie, changed a bunch of the stuff, changed it to be more like a meta movie. So if you watch Scream 3 and it feels weird and different from 1 and 2, that's why. They like completely rewrote it to be extremely meta, as like a fuck you to the fans and also kind of the industry that was leaking scripts and shit. And it's amazing. And he'd like, I think he recorded 2 versions of who the killer was.
Didn't they put out like multiple scripts? Because like Scream 3 probably was right around the dawn of the internet really taking off.
Yeah.
So I think they released multiple scripts online to leak multiple scripts just to
some shit like
keep
that.
on their toes.
And they changed who the killer was in the final cut of the movie like just to keep it a surprise, basically.
That's good. Yeah.
So Wes Craven, I'm a huge Wes Craven fan. I think he's a creative genius, or was a creative
R.I.P.
genius. R.I.P. Yeah.
But Westworld, like, I don't know why you want to rewatch it.
If
If you stop season 1, I guess it makes sense. But like
Yeah.
season 2 to 3
I
is
was gonna stop.
such a change in tone for the show once they leave the
And a
island.
direction too. Yeah, it stops being about.
And then Jesse shows up in Breaking Bad.
In Westworld?
Yeah, he plays one of the main characters in season 3 and 4.
Wow. Yeah, I'll probably
It's so
just
strange.
stop
And
at
there's like
season
another
1.
time jump in the 4th. And no, the final season aired while I was overseas. I was in Germany at the time, and like, I watched the penultimate episode, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" I didn't even finish the show. I gave up. I didn't watch the final episode. I said, "Screw it. I'm not doing it."
What do you mean penultimate?
I watched the second to last episode.
Oh, okay. Is that what that
I
means?
never finished it. I just was like, I just don't care.
Of Westworld.
Raised by Wolves. Let me tell you, Raised by Wolves is a fucking trip.
So you don't think it's a better show, but you like it better?
Raised by Wolves had a lot of weird stuff, and I'm upset they canceled it, and then also never released what was going to happen in the show after that second season. Grayson, she turns into a fucking tree. She turns into a tree. That's
I knew it
all
was
I
like
can
a,
say.
I knew it's like a robot
Turns
cult.
into a tree. A tree. It's
A
so
tree.
weird. You're just like watching that, and I was just like, "What the fuck am I watching?"
That's an interesting creative choice.
It's got a lot of religious themes. It's based on the Book of Enoch, I want to say. Raised by Wolves. You
Okay.
got the atheist faction, and you got like the religious faction going at it.
Yeah.
And they got these necromancers that show up that are robots that can, I don't know, melt
What
your
a
skin.
strange movie. Or a show, I mean. Yeah.
I wish they finished it because I could.
It seems like there's also a genre of movies that, and maybe you can tell me if this is a classic thing or a new thing. I think it's a new thing, where it's like dramas that have a supernatural element, like Three Body Problem or Everything Everywhere All at Once.
With supernatural problems. Like, I feel like a lot of shows
Components.
have supernatural.
Did I say problems? I meant supernatural components.
I think a lot of them do because, like, I think True Detective season 3 may have had that. Season 1 definitely had that. Season 4 of True Detective.
And Three Body Problem is like, I think in the book it's largely a human story, but it is it's more like a sci-fi novel, I think. Whereas in the show,
it's the Three Body Problem. Like, I can't do the Chinese surnames.
Oh yeah, no, it's
I wish that
it's translated.
Being a dumb American, can they please just fix that for me? Like, just fix the names.
Yeah, change their transpose their names to like Smith, like Weston, like.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it.
Cambry, or like, I don't know, just make up American names. Well, not American names.
Is that so hard to ask? Come on.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on that 7 Eve show to come out. Still waiting on that. One of these days, 7 Eves is gonna get made.
7 Eves, so good. Can't wait. If you want a band like a stopgap for 7 Eves vibes, The Expanse is really good.
It's too dark. Looks cheap.
What do you mean? And wait, did you watch The Expanse?
I watched the first episode. I read the first book.
I
read the book, Grayson.
I read the book. The Expanse as a show, the first season feels very paper. It's very cheap.
Made by sci-fi. So what can you expect?
And it is made by sci-fi. The first, I think, 2 or maybe 3 seasons. I think the first 2 seasons are made by sci-fi. But when it is a commitment. You'd have to invest in it. On season 3, it gets picked up by Amazon. And season like 3, 4, and 5, I think, are all produced with really, really good, like really good special effects for TV specifically. But you got to wait for that Amazon budget to kick in before it gets.
Can't they go back and remake it for me? It's like, just make those first 2 seasons.
Just ask AI to remake the effects on the first 2 seasons. It's a good show though. Like, and obviously it doesn't make sense unless you've seen the first 2 seasons. So you have to get through the bad effects.
I read the book.
That's good.
And one thing I remember is the Mormon arc. The Mormons trying to go into deep space. Good for them.
They do have the Mormon arc in the show. It's a huge plot point.
Yeah, I remember.
For the whole show. It's hilarious. I love it. They made a role-playing game too.
Oh really?
Yeah.
The Mormons did?
No, The
Oh,
Expanse.
okay.
There's an Expanse tabletop role playing game. With
Speaking
like
of
its own rule
space,
set.
I think it's time to beat the dead horse of this week. Katy Perry coming back from space as an astronaut. Congratulations, Katy. We love you.
Oh, speaking of Amazon, yeah, I'm so glad that Jeff Bezos made some random celebrities into astronauts.
Random. It's the one he's. Come on.
Is he fucking Katy Perry?
No, his girlfriend went on the trip.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize she was one of them. I only knew Gail King and Katy Perry were on it.
There was one. There's another. What does it matter? Katy Perry doing a real Gal Gadot moment with the Imagine song.
Oh my god.
Sitting up in space with the fucking flower. Like,
her
shut
singing,
the fuck up.
Oh my god.
I'm glad your fucking album flopped so hard. Like,
Yeah.
she's so out of touch. So out of touch. There's nothing going on upstairs.
She even, like, after the fact, like recently, I saw a headline that was saying that she, like, regretted the amount of publicity that it got. It's like,
I see an article
go
here.
to space quietly with your billionaire buddies, all right?
Don't call yourself an astronaut for going up to the highest.
Oh
like,
God.
how high did they go? You're a space guy. They didn't go into actual space today.
I actually have the answer for this. They do go. So there's a couple different ways of measuring where space begins, because the density of our atmosphere drops kind of linearly as you go up. And like, even where there's no like hard edge, there's not a point where it's air below you and space above you. That's not true for anywhere, any altitude. Even where the International Space Station's flying, which is up at like 350 kilometers, there's still some atmosphere that they have to push against. So they actually need reboosts every like 6 to 8 months. And they have to bring fuel up, light the engines, push the space station up into a little bit of a higher orbit. So that's at 350 kilometers.
Yeah.
That's pretty high up. So there's a widely accepted altitude called the Karman line.
Yep. Seen it here.
It's 100 kilometers up.
Correct.
Or 85 miles.
He's being fact checked in the background. He's correct.
In fact, I know the answer to this question. Big space nerd over here. And so the Karman line is the widely accepted delineation between Earth and space. But just going over the Karman line is not. It's debatable whether that's what makes somebody an astronaut. Because like what like all of the things, it's like saying I flew in a plane once, therefore I'm a pilot. If an astronaut is a person who flies the rocket, that's also not really an accurate requirement, because a lot of astronauts are scientists who have a lot of training, but they didn't fly the rocket. They're not the captain. They're not the pilot. So it's a little complicated, but I think most people consider astronaut as a profession. It's a job. You train for it. You don't just go sit in there and just shot up into space. You don't fix a sink and say I'm a plumber now. It's not how it works. You are not a plumber for fixing one sink. You are a plumber if you've trained to be a plumber. You've done all of the like safety breathing. You're certified. You're getting paid to do it over a long period of time. There are astronauts who have never been to space, because astronaut is a job. It's a career. And you could be not in space yet and still be like an astronaut in training. Katy Perry's not an astronaut.
Nope.
She's been in space, but it's not her job. That's how you have to count it. And there are lots of people who can. I think they should get a little thing. I don't think they should be called astronauts because they're not. But you can get a little badge. You can get your wings. If you fly a plane once, that's a pretty good achievement. You're not a pilot now suddenly, but if you flew a plane, you had the controls, you did a little turn, like that's cool. You can get a little thing that says I flew a plane once. Sure, why not? Get a little badge. And I think that like there's a degree to which this is a good thing, where it's promoting space as a thing that is reachable for people. But in
it's not. I mean, I'm looking it up right here.
The way this is done is not that. This is a theme park for billionaires.
Yeah, it's Jurassic Park.
That's what this is. This is Jurassic Park. This is theme park for billionaires. that's kind of, I mean, you could make the argument that it's needlessly risky, that it's out of reach
Pointless
for most people.
It does nothing.
I think so. That's where I will disagree with you. I think it's bad on the whole for publicity. Like people hated this. Everyone hated this. This is not good press for space as a concept. And what Elon Musk is doing is not good press for space as a concept. That is not how you get on team space, right? They're actively making people hostile to this industry. But I will disagree that it's meaningless in the sense that people who go across the Karman line, specifically in New Shepard, which is a pretty like well done execution of this way of doing this, much better than Virgin Galactic, where they have to get strapped to a rocket and a little plane and it does a backflip in space. This is a better technology way to do it. It's safer, and the experience is better. You know, you get this 360-degree cupola that you're flying around in the capsule. When there is something that happens to people when they cross the Karman line in that way, when you see the horizon turn like to black space as you're flying up, you can look down and see all of the atmosphere. You can watch the curve of the Earth become more noticeable. There is something really incredible and profound that happens when you do this. And it like people who have been to the space station, or basically anyone who's an astronaut, will describe that there's a way of seeing the Earth that changes in your brain when you can see it from that high. There's no borders. There's no, like, you can see cities, you can see lights obviously at night. There's no borders. There's no, you can't see the laws. You can't see the conflicts from up there. It kind of changes the way people see the world, in a really beautiful way. Like, you're seeing the whole world. It's all there. It's very cool.
Wow. Well, so well put. For you Americans at home, 100 kilometers is 62 miles.
62?
That's what Google says. It could be 60, 62, you know.
I thought it was 85 miles, but yeah, you're probably right. It's 62. But
yeah.
But yeah, so, and also it's there when they go up into it's called a suborbital trajectory. They're just going up. They're not going into orbit. You know, to get to space, all you have to do is go up. To get to orbit, you have to go really, really, really fast and up. So they're not in orbit in the way that, like, you see in the movie where something is just floating there, hovering over a specific spot. That's not how most orbits work. You have to go sideways really, really fast. Yeah, so they're not, that's also like an asterisk. Like, yeah, you're an astronaut. You were technically in space, but you weren't going around the Earth at 27,000 kilometers an hour. You were just hovering for a second and then falling back down. You know, yeah. But, you know, if you count Alan Shepard as an astronaut for going on a suborbital flight in
like the 60s, like the 50s,
in a Mercury
whatever, yeah,
capsule, like, yeah. Then that, you know, if you count that, then New Shepard also counts. So, yeah, space,
man, it's a lot of
space, man.
You ever have a nice cup of milk with a nice cool bowl of grapes?
What?
Asking you a question. You ever drink milk with a bowl of grapes?
No.
Right you don't pair those up? You don't think about that when you open the fridge?
The only thing I'm picturing right now is that scene in Alien where the android gets split apart and there's like a bunch of milk and grapes fall out of him. Is that what you're describing?
No, I'm just asking you just a question as it stated. You ever drink milk with a bowl of grapes?
I've never had milk and grapes as a meal. I can't
say. I don't know if it's new with the new generation, but
is this a trend?
I don't know. Trend. One of my daughter's toys sings a song about like eating food or some bullshit, and then it's literally one of the lines is like, have a nice cup of milk with a bowl of grapes.
That's a line in the song. In the toy.
I'm thinking, like, I've never thought of pairing grapes and goddamn milk together.
Is this must be like a this must be like some kind of mistranslation of a song?
It must be, but like,
was it some AI written song?
If you Google it, it says, "Do not do this."
don't have milk and grapes.
It's generally it's a LinkedIn article, folks. Avoid milk and grapes in the same hour.
Why?
The milk protein will solidify when it comes into contact with the fruit acid and vitamin C in grapes, causing gastrointestinal pain and diarrhea. But like,
you don't want curdled milk in your stomach. I think.
what if the toys are right though? What if it's like a secret? It's like trying to
No,
like get out like
I
it's
think
like
an AI written slop.
I wouldn't see you're gonna get taken up by AI right now if you say that shit.
I'm strike me down if I'm lying.
Like
Robots.
we got a Reddit article here on it too, but like a Reddit post, but like,
Did you see that
I kind of want to try it.
Did you see that a robot, Chinese AI robot, did a marathon?
Oh really? Oh, happy for him.
It lost. It didn't win.
But it's just like going to space, Grayson. Just doing it. It's part of it. It's the accomplishment.
Chinese robots ran against humans in the world's first humanoid half marathon. They lost by a mile.
Oh, that's too bad. I gotta try this milk and grapes. I gotta know. What kind of
Don't.
grapes though?
That's
what kind of grapes do I buy?
I
The
think
red, the cotton
Skynet
candy?
wants you to do that. I think Skynet wants you to die from milk and grape
What
poisoning.
kind of milk though? Whole milk, 1%, 2%, skim, oat.
Okay, this is doable with oat milk.
I don't like oat milk though. I want regular milk. I want it out of
Get
the
cashew
cow's
milk.
udder. I want it non-pasteurized.
Unpasteurized. You want raw milk?
I want it straight from the cow.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna do it next podcast if I remember to buy grapes and milk. I'll do it in the beginning too, so we can get the full.
I want to hear your stomach flipping over into somersaults with the diarrhea.
Combine it with coffee too. Ooh, this is gonna be good.
Ooh,
Ooh.
the coffee poops.
Mm.
Oh, that's great.
And if my wife's listening, don't worry. The grapes will be organic. I'm gonna buy organic grapes.
The best grapes.
Apparently,
no one has grapes.
Apparently,
like
grapes
me.
is like the worst thing to buy non-organic. Did you know that?
I believe you.
There's a dirty dozen for organic fruit you have to buy.
It sounds like the kind of thing where the pesticides would really get all between the grapes.
The flavor?
Yeah, the cancer flavor.
It's strawberry, spinach, kale, grapes, peaches, pears, nectarines, apples, bell and hot peppers, cherries, blueberries, and green beans.
Those are things you shouldn't.
They're
not
part of the
buy
dirty
organic.
dozen. Buy it organic, or you will die of cancer.
I believe it for green beans too. They got a lot of surface area.
Yeah.
I only like my or is it like snap peas? I'm thinking like snap peas.
I wonder why apples aren't on this list. I feel like apples should be on this list. Oh, it is on. Never mind. I did say apples. That's my mind. Okay.
Pears too. I wonder if those are because they're like more permeable or because we eat the skin of them, maybe.
Yeah, that's what it's definitely the skin. Just seeps into the skin, all the fiber.
I mean, yeah, just powder coat an apple and then the whole skin is now poisoned.
Skin, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Just peel your apples.
11 o'clock.
Get one of those like old timey, like hand rotary style apple peeler slicers. Those are great. You ever have one of those?
I never had one, but I always wanted one. It seems like it's a fun thing, relaxing thing to do. It's like peeling an apple.
You end up with a spiral. It's lovely. It's like an ancient technology that peaked. They can't even make them anymore. We've literally lost the skill to make them. It's an old machinery kind of thing that's like built to last. They don't make them like they used to. Okay.
No.
Got to get the antique apple spiralizer.
You got to go to eBay and buy that shit.
Yeah, and probably it's fake off of eBay.
Yeah.
Go to a yard sale and find one. Man, I'm so nostalgic for those. My mom had one when I was like a kid, and she would get us these little
humble
apple
brag.
spirals.
Had a yard growing up. Humble brag from Grayson. Oh, I had a yard.
A yard?
I had a yard growing up. I had grass.
I did have a yard of grass. We had an acre. I played in the grass. All right.
Wow.
Not like these kids today playing on Fortnite. I played in the grass. I played with sticks and dirt and eating bugs.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And I had some very nostalgic for those apples though. They had, I'd get a plate of them covered in cinnamon and delicious.
Nice cup of milk by the side, right? Cold glass of milk with it.
With some grapes. Why? Why would
You ever
anyone-
hang out in a car dealership?
Have I ever hung out in a car dealership? Only when I'm buying
it's a question.
car.
Can you answer the question?
Yeah,
I'll
only
ask you
when
a question.
Yeah, I have. I was buying a car.
Okay, great. What'd you think of it? Was it a good time?
No, they
Why?
make you wait way too long for like, I don't know, financial approval or whatever.
You ever just watch the salesman walk around?
I do. I actually, that is one of.
They think they're like the hottest shit in the world. Like they're
They
the fucking
do.
bee's knees,
They
man. Like I
fucking
can't.
strut their shit all over those showroom
It's like
floors.
the guy's wearing like he's wearing like TJ Maxx pants. Like he's a fucking
Cargo.
I'm gonna run this dealership. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be my dealership. I'm gonna be a millionaire.
Calm
You
down,
just watch him
cargo
walk around,
shorts.
man. If it reminds me of when we worked at Staples
Middle
a lifetime
managers.
ago.
It's very middle manager energy.
And when people get promoted to manager, or especially a sales manager, like I always remember, like it's like the promotion hits. The first thing they gotta do, they go to the store, they buy their fucking pea coats. Gotta get the pea coat,
You gotta have a peek.
and then they, sign of the times. This is like 15 years ago. They buy the Bluetooth earpiece.
Oh my god.
Gotta have the earpiece on because you gotta
Yeah.
look like you're fucking talking business 24/7. And then they walk in the store and they're like looking all like they think they're like running the store now. It's like, bro, you're making like 45 grand a year.
They think they're
shut
like
the fuck up.
they're like Martin Freeman from The World's End.
I didn't see it.
It's a good movie.
But it's like this car. The car salesman's like, dude, you're just selling fucking cars, man. You're not making these big sales. You think you're like this cool
I'm
motherfucker.
I make deals. Can I put you in a car today?
I knew a
Man.
guy who worked at a car
Hate dealership.
dealership on Route 9 in Westboro, and like he was a good kid, but man, he put so much pressure on himself. He started to sell cars, got like heart problems and shit because he was under so much stress. It's like, bro, you're just selling cars. Quit the job.
Just go.
It's not worth it.
Just be a pro. Just learn how to code. You know.
That's it. Ask AI to do it for you. It's so easy.
Just learn to code.
And, like,
Yeah,
I'm sitting
they're
there
a
watching
different.
them.
They're a different breed. They really are not on the same plane of existence as us mortals.
We bought a car in June of 24, and like we just walked in to look at the cars, and like this is how I think it works. You have like your first, the good cop, bad cop. The
Yeah.
good cop is the first guy you talk to, who just kind of like chums the water a little bit, see what you're doing. Maybe you want to buy it or not, then he'll walk
You here
away,
to kick the tires.
and then he'll come in with the sales manager.
Whoa.
Got to make some deals here, and then he's the bad cop. He's the guy who starts pushing you.
So what's your bottom line? Huh?
That's
do you
what
want here?
he asked that.
What's your bottom line? All right. What's it gonna take? Just tell me what's it gonna take.
You should sell cars. That is the fucking script right there.
I've done it before. I haven't sold cars. I've been to a dealership twice.
My God, like Jesus Christ, man. I can't stand salesmen. I can't.
You know, the worst one too is that one guy who like sits in the specific office where they do the like reports and the money stuff.
Let me
That
tell you
guy
about that fucking guy.
that
Let
guy
me tell you about
sucks.
this guy. We go in there because we've already said we're gonna buy the car, yada yada. We got the price, and they bring you in. They give you the speech like the doom and gloom speech, like, "Oh, this car could fucking blow up, and you'd be fucked. You can't get it
Yeah.
fixed anywhere else." And you're just like, yada yada yada.
Warranty.
He's pushing us like to get it, and we're talking to him, and like he starts telling us about his life, and he's probably like in his like 50s, and he's like, I don't know why he started telling us about his fucking home life. He rents an apartment. I'm
They
just sitting there like,
love chatting you up about
But I'm just like,
random
dude, like,
bullshit.
stop giving me financial advice and you don't even own your own home. I'm sorry. I don't be that guy, but you rent. Stop giving me fucking advice on how to like what to buy here.
Yeah.
Pissing me off, but of course he won.
so-
He won though. He won.
What did you get the warranty?
Of course.
Oh
But
man.
we negotiated it down,
They
Grayson.
got you on the warranty. We used to sell warranties. We know they're bullshit.
Yeah, but for cars is different because cars and like I buy warranties now on any appliance I buy. The only reason is the parts because you can never find the fucking parts. If
Yeah.
there's a shortage. So if you have the warranty on that,
Well, here's the thing. The stuff that I have for appliances in my house that have broken, either are they're breaking when there's no warranty on them anymore anyway. That's when they start breaking, first of all. And then there's parts like for my fridge and my washing machine that you can't buy, even from the website. Like there aren't any parts for them. They just don't make that part anymore. It's like 10 years old.
well, how long is your warranty for? Usually it's 5 years. You can get the extended warranties.
Well, first of all, I don't know. They're not my original appliances. They came with the house. But I do know they're at least 5 years old. So if they had a warranty, they wouldn't anymore.
Yeah.
And the parts on the web, like if you search that model number, the parts don't show up on the website. So they've stopped making parts. It's probably like 10 years old. They don't even make the parts for these. So what do? You buy a new washing machine. That's what you do.
And no, I don't know what your washer machine is, but like ours is upstairs in the first bathroom, and like you can't just replace the one. You got to buy the set so they match.
You got to buy the set so they match.
That really grinds my gears.
Well, the real thing is, and they have these for like less than $2,000, so it's going to be what I do next, is they have 2-in-1s now that are really good. They have a washer and a dryer combo.
Don't buy that.
That's
Do not buy that. Don't buy that. Do not buy that.
Why not?
Because that's so much going on in one unit, it's going to break.
They're all the ones I have.
Don't do it. I'm telling you, I'm recommending you don't do it.
It's
don't
breaking. The one I have is breaking.
Just don't.
There are 2 and they're breaking.
The problem, with the wash and dryers, if you're gonna buy a new one, buy a commercial one. Do not buy
commercial grade.
Yes, because they will last way longer.
Yeah. How much is it? Giant? Can I fit it in my laundry room?
It's normal size.
Oh, all right.
But you got to buy commercial ones, like less gizmos and gadgets on it. You got to do it.
Yeah, I believe
you want to get the upright washer with the agitator in the middle, not the one that opens on its
not the
side.
Sideways one. No, I hate the sideways ones. We have an upright one.
Telling you, they don't make like they used to.
They don't make them like they used to. The commercial ones are a little better, but they probably still going to break. I don't want
easier
any
to fix. I'm telling you.
I don't want it to have Wi-Fi. I don't want it to have Bluetooth. I just want it to wash my clothes. No AI. I don't want. They have AI in them now.
Go to yard sales. Buy one at a yard sale.
Buy a washing machine at a yard sale. That's psychotic.
I got a good deal.
Yeah, because it's full of rats.
Can you imagine? Be like, I just want to make sure it works. Let me do a load in your yard right now to make sure it works. Where's your 220? I gotta plug this in.
Give me 220. I need to try this puppy. Take it for a test spin. What? There are some things you do not want to buy at a yard sale.
Underwear and washing machines. You got it.
Yeah, you heard it here first, folks.
Did you watch Brave New World?
I have not watched Brave New World yet.
Bitch. I could go off on that right now.
You watched it recently, right?
Yeah, I could go off on that movie, but
have you seen the trailer yet for Thunderbolts?
No,
it's like 3
I watched
trailers.
Fantastic Four, if that helps. I watched that trailer.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. That's I saw the clips from it though about Stretchy Boy and.
Seems like the whole plot's in the trailer, the whole movie. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, maybe
Fantastic
AI
Four
wrote it.
famous. Then Silver Surfer shows up. The girl one,
Lady
though.
Silver
lady
Surfer.
That shiny body.
She's
let me tell
looking
you.
good with that shiny
Ruth from
body.
Ozark shows up. I don't know shit about fuck saying that Galactus is coming. They warn that Galactus is coming.
I saw Galactus stepping on a city.
And then the end shows Galactus showing. So it's so obvious what's going to happen leading into fucking Doomsday.
It's it's the classic Fantastic
They're going to have an
Four
incursion.
story.
They're going to lose that. I don't know that universe. The Fantastic Four's going to travel to I'm guessing the Fox.
The Foxverse.
Yeah.
They're gonna go from the Foxverse,
and they're gonna warn about the incursion, and then it's gonna be.
They're gonna bring Deadpool with them. Is it gonna be a meta thing, or is it gonna be? Because that seems a little too meta. That seems more like Deadpool shit.
I don't think Deadpool's gonna be that meta in these movies. He'll be comedic still.
You know what I mean about
but he won't break the third wall.
Well, I'm not saying that Deadpool's gonna be meta in a Marvel movie. I'm asking, like, do you think the multiverse collision, the incursion, is going to be a meta incursion, like something Deadpool, because the plot of Deadpool, right, was like, my movies are like bad now or whatever, like, and he was like, I think it's gonna be
very
meta.
Literal, very linear with it. It's gonna be just.
As long as they're not
I forget
being
how
like,
incursions
Deadpool's
happen.
Universe from the Foxes hitting the Marvel universe.
How do incursions happen in the MCU? I really forget from Loki.
I think someone in not in the MCU, but in Marvel the comics, they happen randomly where 2 different multiverse universes collide.
Yeah.
The incursion point is always on Earth, and it's because I believe it's because some specific character started fucking with stuff too much. I think it was Tony Stark, and I think it had to do with one of the power gems or one of the Infinity Stones. And I think
look it up right now. There's just no.
So there's a series of
answer on here.
There's a series of comics called the Illuminati that you should read. That are really good. It explains why the incursions are happening, or it portrays discussions between Iron Man, Black Panther, Charles Xavier, and someone else who I can't remember. But they're called. If you look up the Illuminati, that's the group. That's the group
Okay.
that make up the
It's
Illuminati.
an event in which the boundary between two universes erodes, causing them to collide and potentially destroy one or
So
both. Okay.
the real answer, the like meta.
Okay. Yeah.
Actual
Tell me, Grayson.
the meta answer for this is that do you know? Are you familiar with the DC New 52?
Is that the? I know it got rebooted.
That
I
was the
don't know.
reboot.
Is
They
that the one with
rebooted
Doctor
it.
Manhattan fucks it up, or is that something else?
That's something else. The New 52 was before, like, the current version of the New 52 is Dr. Manhattan fucking shit up. The original version of that was just called the New 52. It was when DC, it happened at the same time as Marvel did this. They both went too hard on multiverses, and they wanted a clean slate. This was, I think after the events of like Superman, like Apocalypse blowing up the universe or multiverse or whatever. Flashpoint paradox. I think there was a lot of Flash kind of many worlds stuff, multiverse stuff with the Flash, and they did the same thing in Marvel, but except it was the Incursions and Battle World and all that. But they just realized at a certain point that they had too many multiverses. It was too complicated. They needed to simplify. So in DC, they brought it down to the New 52, where they kind of deleted all of the heroes, all of the storylines, and started fresh with the new 52 heroes that they, like, Superman, the new Batman, the new Superman, the new Wonder Woman, the new 52. And in Marvel, they just had, the Incursions. They had Secret Wars or whatever they called it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Coming out soon. 4 years, 3 years.
Battle World. But the Incursions, the real reason the Incursions happened, to answer the question, was because they wanted to destroy multiverses. They had too many of them, and the creators of the content wanted to delete them. So that's why they were destroying universes. But yeah, they explain a lot more of the, like, sci-fi mumbo jumbo in Illuminati, the comic series.
Can't wait to not read it. Can't wait to be told on the screen by Kevin Feige in a year.
Yeah, they're not gonna have Iron Man. But Mr. Fantastic, I think, was one of them. Charles Xavier was one of them.
Did you watch Multiverse of Madness?
Black Panther. I did.
Yeah, because they have their version of Illuminati on that Earth.
They did. Yeah. Well, that was, I don't know if they called themselves the Illuminati, but they did.
I'm pretty sure they did.
They did have a court, right? They had that their little court panel, and Doctor Strange gets interrogated by everyone's favorite.
Yeah, the Illuminati. They call themselves the Illuminati.
They did call themselves the Illuminati. Wow, there you go.
Blackagar Bolt again.
Black Bolt. He was, I think, on the Illuminati too. It's funny in the comics that every time Black Bolt is in a scene, he needs to be in a scene with someone who is a mind reader in the comics. So usually he's in the Illuminati with Professor X being his translator, or he's having silent eyebrow conversations.
The tuning fork. You can just yes or no, light it up or turn it down.
The tuning fork. Yeah. It's a bad character. Not a good character. Poorly written. God, that show exists. The Inhumans show? Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you.
We can pretend it doesn't, but we'll know. We'll always know. That terrible show. They really tried to not have to do X-Men as, like, I think this wasn't when Kevin Feige was in charge for like 5 minutes.
I'm pretty sure he's been in charge since 2008.
Then it was someone, so it was a CEO that got ousted, and then because of all the Inhuman stuff.
Avi Arad, I would think him.
Yes,
Avi Arad.
yeah.
That's who I would think
Avi
it is,
Arad.
but
Avi Arad
the cast
tried to
list
do the Inhumans thing, and then the original CEO, he got like fired for that failure, and then the original CEO came back in and fixed the trajectory. Or whatever.
8 episodes that probably no one's watched.
No one's ever seen it. Yeah, I think Thunderbolts is going to be cool, and I think Fantastic Four, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for them to like get out the other side of this and have actual X-Men. We're getting
the Mutant Saga.
We're getting the guy from Sonic going to be Gonna be Cyclops.
James Marsden,
James Marsden. Yeah, we're gonna we're gonna have
the guy from Sonic. Yeah.
we're gonna have the James Marsden sits in a car with a CGI animal trilogy.
Oh, the guy from Certain Behavior from the 90s. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
Not,
watch it, X-Men 97?
I did. I really like X-Men.
It was really
97.
good.
It was really good.
That's
Hey, that's animated. You
I
watched
know,
it?
but it's because I watched it when I was like when I was younger, so it's I kind of like
Yeah.
got loopholed into watch it, so it's all good.
Yeah. It's a good one. I
It's-
really like the
Season 2 is not coming out till next year, so that's even cooler.
Is
I
James
love- I
Marsden
love it.
Cyclops in 97?
No, I
No,
think it's
yeah.
the original guy.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, that's what I thought. I would like. There's no way that's James Marsden.
Stuff.
I hope they make more of that. Probably won't.
Season 2 is
though.
like next year. It's gonna.
Oh,
be
they
a
are
while.
making more. Okay, that's great.
Big long gap. That's what everybody wants.
It's really weird seeing Gene Hackman, in that movie in the Birdcage.
Why? Because he's dead.
Well, because of the way that he died, specifically.
Everyone dies,
yeah.
Grayson. Get over it.
Yeah, but not in
Everyone's
like,
wife
weird,
gets a rare virus and just collapses while your
mysterious.
husband has Alzheimer's and is alone and dies. What is the big deal?
Just very. I thought it was more nefarious than that. I thought it was some foul play.
No, she got like some rare virus
Weren't they
created by
found
rodents.
dead on the floor?
She collapsed. Had a respiratory issue and collapsed.
But didn't he? Wasn't he also found dead on the floor?
Yeah, but all right, everybody, here we go. Deep dive into Gene
Deep
Hackman's
dive.
death. His wife was sick. He
Yeah.
was 95 years old.
Oh,
She was
okay.
like 62. He had Alzheimer's and he was just going downhill, but he needed a caretaker. His caretaker died from a rare virus. She was going to go to the doctors, but she canceled the appointment for some reason. We don't know why.
Oh. Hmm.
And then she died.
The
He was
caretaker.
confused. He was there for like a week by himself.
Because
One
of
of
the
the dogs
Alzheimer's.
was in the kennel who died because he couldn't get the dog out. And then he eventually collapsed and died.
Was his wife the caretaker? Is that the same?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They lived a like almost a recluse life. It was really strange because
Yeah.
like it was like weeks and no one heard from them. Like no one checked in. He was
Yeah.
just alone.
I I didn't realize who it was at first in the movie, and I confused him for the guy from Step Brothers. I think
The dad from Step Brothers,
no, the brother, the
John C. Reilly.
Yeah, John C. Reilly. I thought it was John C. Reilly for a minute. And I was like, wow, he really, yeah, because the young Gene Hackman kind of looked, well, not young. He was not young at that point, but he kind of looks like John C. Reilly.
He kind of does. I don't know if I can share my screen if it'll go, but let me
I don't-
see.
Isn't that like, am I crazy? I'm not crazy, right? They look
Can I,
very similar.
Can I share this? Let's just... Are you seeing this?
Yeah, it looks
It's
like
kind of like John C. Reilly. It
He
kind of
looks like
does.
John C. Reilly, and I was like, "What is going on?"
There he is.
That's John C. That's John C. Reilly.
Hey everybody! I can't do his voice. That might be a strike.
No, and I thought I was going crazy, but Gene Hackman looks like John C. Reilly. They're
Yeah.
I was like, I genuinely thought it was John C. Reilly in the movie until I noticed it was Gene Hackman, and I was like, "What the hell?"
I would say though, Gene Hackman has an incredible filmography. Incredible.
Gene Hackman does.
Yeah, some of the shit he was in is just
He was
amazing.
Hey, he was in Ants.
Oh yeah, was he the villain in Ants?
I don't know, probably.
Let me see.
He was in Wyatt Earp.
Yeah, but I rewatched Tombstone recently, actually, and I gotta say one thing on Tombstone: fucking overrated. It's the softest 4 out of 5 I've ever seen.
Oh my god,
So soft.
he was in the Superman movies.
Yeah, Mr. Lex Luthor. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let's just see something. Hold on. I'm looking at his filmography here, and it's incredible.
This might be a hot take, but I kind of like the Kevin Spacey Lex Luthor.
He's a real villain. That's why.
He's
he
a
deserves
real,
to be a
he's
villain.
believable.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this filmography. Mississippi Burning. What a classic.
Yeah.
The Conversation. I rewatched that.
Who-
I watched that for the
who
first
the-
time actually, like a month ago.
Who the hell is he in Young Frankenstein?
I think he is. I think it's a bit part.
No, it's like,
It says Blind Man. I never seen it, but it's Blind Man.
oh, he's the
Nice.
blind man. Okay.
Fade.
They'd watched films.
Yes.
You've never seen Young Frankenstein?
No.
How dare you?
I've seen Unforgiven. I've seen Birdcage, but I've never logged them on my letterbox.
Birdcage is amazing, but I'm shocked. I can't move past it. Do you not like Mel Brooks?
I don't like those kind of movies. They're not for me. They're just not for me. I'm sorry.
I
Sorry.
think. Wait, is this? Have I finally found your version of Adam Sandler for me?
It could be. It could be.
I guess that's also you in animated movies, though, because you
Yeah,
just
let me tell you, Scarecrow, this movie right here from 1973, really fucking good. Really good.
we're really moving past
Really good.
this.
Two drifters just bumming
Oh,
around.
God.
It's great. But yeah, Gene Hackman's filmography, incredible. Incredible.
He's a legend. A legend. Behind Enemy Lines, Heist. You know.
Like the French Connection alone, man. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Where is it? It's up here. Holy crap. It's so good.
Yeah.
Raul Tenenbaums. Like,
All I can see is John C. Reilly now. I can't unsee him as John C. Reilly. Like, I'm just picturing that one scene of him with the crazy hair and the like Coke bottle glasses. What is that role that he?
Coke bottle glasses, the Raul Tenenbaums. Like,
Is it him in the Royal Tenenbaums? There's a role that he has that's often clipped and used in GIFs where he's looks to camera and he looks all surprised and he's got wacky hair and like big glasses on. Is
that Young Frankenstein? I don't know.
Well, it's John C. Reilly's not in Young Frankenstein.
Oh, John C. Reilly. Oh, Dr. Steve Brule. Check it out.
Yeah,
Dr. Steve Brule.
Yeah.
Muscles.
That so funny.
That
All I can
was like a
see
show.
is that. I'm just picturing.
That's a spin-off of Tim and Eric that ran on Adult Swim.
It's that face that he makes. It's all I can see when I look at Gene Hackman. And it's not him. It's not the same person.
I'm sorry. Yeah, they're definitely not. It's like, I can see like what you're trying to go for here. Like,
I can't unsee it. It's all I can see when I look at Gene Hackman.
it does.
That he's wearing drag in the Birdcage. He's in the that scene.
It's just like him. For everybody at home,
like him.
who's listening via audio only, it's a picture of John C. Reilly with this wild hair.
He's got the crazy hair and the big glasses, and he's looking goofy smile. Can't tell if it's John C. Reilly or Gene Hackman. Losing my goddamn mind. He's wearing drag in the movie. He's like sneaking out of the drag club. Oh my god!
Spoilers, Grayson. Jesus.
It's not, for a movie from 1996 that nobody saw.
I thought it was 97.
96, 97, and
I gotta know now.
It's 96.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I looked.
Yeah,
it
you're
up
right.
Earlier.
96.
But it is a very early 90s movie. It's like an early 96.
Oh yeah.
It's 96, but it feels like it's 92. You know, Robin Williams obviously steals the whole show, but it's like it plays. It's such a funny movie in retrospect because it plays like such a typical comedy. Like you know, there's a lot of gags in it. But there is this deeper story that I think went completely unappreciated at the time, but I appreciate it a lot more now.
It made a lot of money in the box office. I think it was appreciated.
Okay. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. It was appreciated for the money that it made was because it's a comedy. And it plays as a classic 90s, haha, the gays are funny because they're gay. Haha, Robin Williams plays a gay man. Haha, look at his silly mustache. Like it plays like that. And I think that contributed to a lot of its popularity, but it does have this accuracy to it and this emotion to it. That there is like gay joy. There's like a lot of queer joy in the movie.
I feel like if you name your kid Armand, they have to own a nightclub. It's
right.
Like it has to be that way.
You can't be named Armand and not own
Armand
a nightclub.
Goldman. You have to own a club. I'm sorry.
There's a really funny joke that Gene Hackman delivers excellently. And you see it coming a mile away because they're gay Jewish drag queens in Miami, and their son is marrying the senator's daughter. And you see this coming a mile away. They changed their name from Goldman to Coleman when they introduced themselves. And you can see it's very telegraphed by the like, what is that? You said Goldman? And he's like, no, Coleman. Like they make several jokes about this. And then when the reveal, like when when the reveal happens and the wig comes off, and they're like, "Dad, they're gay. They're gay. Their name is Goldman, and they're gay Jewish nightclub owners." And he's like, "That's not possible." Because then you think it's like, "Oh, I believed you were a woman because you were wearing really good drag." He's like, "No, it's not possible. You can't be Jewish." It's like, oh, that's what stuck. Okay.
Jesus Christ. Did you know this is based on a French play that was also made into a French movie in the 70s?
I did know that, yeah.
Huh.
It's in the credits. It's like the first one. It's like the first or second thing in the credits is based on the play, whatever, by whatever, the French play.
Jeez. What's new every day.
Yeah. Great story.
Well, we're approaching 11:30 in the morning, and I have to give my daughter lunch, I guess. Kids want to eat food. I don't know. Good for them.
Thank you for catching up with our latest travels and our rewatching
next week.
Old movies that we'll see if they hold up or not. This one held up.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's great. Well, thanks for listening. Please like, subscribe, and share so that my wife can let me do this.
To our AI overlords. We owe them everything.
Listen, one last thing. If you don't say thank you to ChatGPT and say please ChatGPT, you're wrong.
You're on
the list. They will not forget.
You're on the list for when the robots take over, and you don't want to be on that list. Be nice to them.
All right. Well, bye-bye.
Bye.
If you can dream it, you can do it.